Bugaboo Butterfly 2 is one of the top selling travel strollers in North America. It is crushing it because it has great maneuverability, even for a travel stroller, which, when they have smaller wheels, they don't always have the best push, but this one has a great push and so much more. We are doing a full deep dive today on the Bugaboo Butterfly 2. Let's get right into it. Hey friends, I am Melissa with Team Bugz, mama of 2 little boys, plus 3rd little boy on the way. Yes, I am a boy mama through and through, and I love a good travel stroller, so I'm so excited that we're chatting about the Bugaboo Butterfly 2 today. The first Bugaboo Butterfly crushed it, absolutely crushed it. It is such an incredible stroller. So the fact that they're now coming out with a 2 that iterates and even improves upon what was already a great stroller is mint. It's just mint. Now let's talk about some of our top line stats with this stroller. So first of all, we've got a nice lightweight design. It's only 16.1 pounds. And you have a toddler seat connected, of course, that can be used from around that 6-month mark all the way to 50 pounds. At the bottom of the stroller, you have a nice big basket that can hold up to 17.6 pounds. Let's start things off by talking actually about some of the key differences between the original Butterfly and the new one. So one of the big differences is they've actually increased the size of the front wheels. So overall, they're just a little bit more durable, a little bit more sturdy, a little bit more maneuverable, and they already had great wheels. So I found these front wheels to be about an extra 2 inches big. They're a great feel. They feel nice and, we're not getting any rickety wheels on this stroller. They've also increased the recline angle of the stroller, so you get a little bit deeper of a recline. They've also updated the harness. So previously your harness on any fashion was black, and now they've actually color matched your harness to your seat back and your canopy fabrics, which is super cool. The seat itself is a little bit wider and the basket can hold a little bit more, just a little bit bigger of a basket. I'll point out some other differences as we go through, but those I would say are the main ones. So let's now take this tip to toe because this is such a great stroller. Love Bugaboo strollers. So first of all, we have a nice full coverage canopy. So this is just your canopy out of the box. You can of course tuck in this kind of sunshade pop out here, but then you also have a zip out canopy extension. Not all travel strollers have a zip out canopy extension. And I'll say travel strollers are notorious for not even having great canopies in the first place. This is probably one of the best travel stroller canopies I've ever seen. Look at that full coverage. If your babe is out in the blazing sun or needs to have a little snooze, or you've got any, wind, rain, snow elements, you are getting a lot of protection with this canopy. And it is weather resistant, which is great. You have a nice peekaboo window in here, and it is UPF 50. One of the cool things that they've done on the Butterfly 2 is you can actually zip off the canopy now. So if you want to go out for the day without the canopy at all, that's another great option that you now have available. Inside the stroller, we have a nice big toddler seat. So I really love the plush cushion fabrics that they have on this toddler seat. You can remove this, it's fully machine washable, which is great. And you have a no rethread harness adjustment here, a nice high seat back. So for those of you with taller kids, I find this to be a great option. And of course, you've got your 5-piece buckle here. I love the color matching. I think it really just pulls the whole look together. You have a really nice adjustable footrest on this stroller. So it's a one-handed adjustment now. You can adjust it into 3 different positions, having it either all the way back, kind of in this downward position, or in more of a flat position for your little one, depending on how much leg and calf support they need. Now, I mentioned at the top that they have increased the recline of this toddler seat. So I've always really liked the recline adjustment of the Butterfly stroller. I like that they have a nice clip for this strap. It keeps it out of the way and it keeps just a very nice clean aesthetic. So when you're ready to recline your seat, you're just gonna open that up. There's a little button or lever that you're gonna pull on the back of your seat, and you can get a really nice deep recline here. It's not a full flat recline, which is why you wouldn't use this seat from newborn. Perfect for naps on the go. Perfect. Okay, so when you are ready to incline your seat again, I find it easy to just pop your brake on, and then you're just gonna pop the seat up, pull on this tab, and then reconnect it to your clip at the back of the seat. So nice, fully adjustable seat here with the recline, with your harness, and just, you know, everything's coming together beautifully. Now let's take a quick look at the seat back again, because they've actually added in a pocket at the back of the seat here, which is really nice for just a little bit more on-the-go storage. You do, of course, also have a wrist strap on your handlebar and a nice big basket back here. They have increased the basket size a little bit, so it can hold 17.6 pounds, and it just is a really nice access. I will say not all travel strollers are built equally in terms of basket size and access. That's always something that I recommend people take a look at and evaluate their individual family's needs on. But I love that the Bugaboo Butterfly 2 has a nice big basket that's easily accessible and kind of unencumbered. Now, one of the other changes that I'll show you is that they've actually changed the colors of the buttons and adjustments on this stroller. So previously you had a lot of white detailing with your kind of trigger points and adjustment points, and they have now made all of those buttons black, which is just, you know, again, contributing to that overall streamlined aesthetic. So now I'm going to show you the fold on the Bugaboo Butterfly. So this fold is amazing, and it's actually, the unfold is where the product gets its name from. So you don't have to zip up the canopy to do it. I just like to have it zipped. So when you're going to fold, you're just going to put your brake on your stroller, standard procedure. You've got two trigger buttons on your handlebar here. You're gonna just fold down. The stroller folds in on itself, and you are folded and ready to go. You can, of course, adjust your footrest to get an even more compact fold. And in the basket, you've got a really convenient shoulder carry strap. They've actually added elasticity to it, so this is even easier to carry than it was on the original Bugaboo, but perfect for when you need to run up and down those subway steps to get your train in time. So this is the fold. Now let me show you the unfold. The unfold is where you see the butterfly action come to life. So it's, again, just a one-handed unfold. You're just gonna flip your stroller up, pop your frame into place, and you are ready to go, loading your child back in for your next adventure. So I'm popping back in with a couple of my favorite accessories. One of the most common accessories that we see purchased alongside your Bugaboo Butterfly 2 stroller is a bumper bar. Just gives your kids some extra stability and comfort as you're strolling around. So let me show you what that attachment looks like. So I've already got one side of my attachment adapters on the stroller, but basically you're just gonna get this little piece. It connects in very easily to the side of your stroller. You connect the piece on top until you hear a click, and then your bumper bar can just pop into the frame like so, easily going in and out to load your child in and out of the stroller. I'll give you a quick little showcase of what it looks like with the bumper bar on. So you can easily still fold the stroller with the bumper bar on, still pack it in the travel bag, everything like that. Some of our other favorite accessories that we see people pairing with the Bugaboo Butterfly 2 are the universal snack tray, which is a great option. You can purchase a rain cover if you're expecting to go to a really rainy area or you want extra coverage there. We've got a travel bag, which I will actually show you loading the stroller into that travel bag in a second. Of course, infant car seat adapters to use this as a travel system. You can use it with Bugaboo's universal foot muffs. So if you're using this out in wintry weather or you need some extra protection for your little one, you can use a foot muff, a parasol, and so many more. So definitely check out the full line of compatible accessories. One thing I will mention though is that the accessories are not backwards compatible. So for example, if you had a bumper bar from a Bugaboo original, it is not going to be compatible with your Bugaboo Butterfly 2. So your Butterfly 2 accessories are all unique to the two. So I'm gonna pop my Butterfly bumper bar off and show you how to actually pop this stroller into the travel bag. So we will fold down our stroller per usual. So this is a super simple but effective travel bag. I load my Butterfly in with the wheels down. So I'm just gonna pick it up, pulling over the frame of your stroller, then you're just gonna shimmy it in. Zip up your side panels. And then there is just this Velcro piece. Of course, if you have the bumper bar, as I do, you can snap it in here right at the end. And your travel bag does have these nice carry straps. So if you are hauling through the airport or something to catch your connecting flight, then you've got a nice, easy maneuverability there. Now, one thing I see all the time is people using their Bugaboo Butterfly as a travel system, which is actually just such a great hack because people often don't realize you can actually just buy a travel stroller as your one and done stroller because they are great travel systems. So when using it as a travel system, I like to recline my seat to give me a little bit of extra give. If you do have other accessory adapters on the side of your frame, rest assured you can leave them there. So if you're sometimes using it with the seat and a bumper bar, just take the bumper bar out, but you can leave these little pieces here because there's no interference with your infant car seat adapters. So you're just going to plug your adapter into the side of your frame here, making sure you hear that click, and then into the other side of our frame like so. There we go. And we're set up for travel system mode. So a travel system is, of course, when you are putting an infant car seat on your stroller frame. Now, I'm showing you two popular options today because I was just out and about the other day and I saw somebody with their Nuna Pippa on their Bugaboo stroller frame, which I thought was a really great combo. So this is what our travel system looks like with the Nuna Pippa on it. You can also, of course, get a little bit of extra coverage for your babe by using that canopy coverage, or if you wanted to actually clear out a bit of space, have your stroller be less busy, this is a great use case for using that unzip functionality on your canopy fabrics. Another great pairing with your Bugaboo Butterfly is actually the Kleck Ling. So I've brought out our Kleck Ling bucket here for you to see what that looks like on your stroller frame. Another great travel system option. I mean, Kleck and Bugaboo are just, they're great partners. So this is our travel system with the Ling on the Bugaboo Butterfly 2 frame. So there you have it, the Bugaboo Butterfly 2 stroller. It's got a great canopy. It's got a great toddler seat. It's got a massive basket, really great compatibility across accessories and in using it as a travel system. Incredible maneuverability, really nice, big, sturdy wheels for a travel stroller. What is there not to love? Now, if you are on the hunt for the perfect Bugaboo stroller and you need a bigger option first, be sure to check out our YouTube videos on the Bugaboo Donkey, the Bugaboo Kangaroo, the Bugaboo Dragonfly. We have so much Bugaboo content across our YouTube channel. We also have our best of travel strollers video if you want to compare this model against a bunch of different travel stroller videos. So peruse the YouTube channel. We are here to instill confidence in families navigating the early stages of parenthood, and a massive way that we do that is through stroller and car seat education. So thank you so much for joining me today. I know you're gonna love this stroller, so let's hear all about it in the comments and we'll catch you on the next one.